One of the other things I learned in Mogadishu is why I should not drink alcohol. You know, I was very convinced that, hey, look, Jesus turned water into wine. So why should I not? I mean, let's face it. I mean, of course, there are those who argue, you know, there are all sorts of scholars, that, you know, the wine was actually not alcoholic wine. Well, okay, you know, as far as I was concerned anyway. Jesus turned water into wine. And then there are many cases of people drinking wine. So I thought, look, I don't mind anything else, but I like my wine every once in a while, red wine, you know, every once in a while. And then I like my beer also. So while I was in this, I had made up my mind that I was going to continue drinking my beer, despite the fact I was born again. As a matter of fact, I thought to myself on this particular Sunday, I was coming back from the fellowship where I had preached, because somehow, you know, I'd become the pastor of this fellowship. We just decided that this guy looks like he might be a good pastor. He just made me the pastor anyway. But that's another story. So I was coming back from the fellowship, and I was just hoping to buy myself 2 cans of Heineken and go to my room and read my Bible. No, seriously. That's exactly what it was. So, I mean, I had no other business except, and that was exactly what I wanted to do. So here I was, coming back from this fellowship, and there were very many restaurants in the UN compound in Mogadishu. So I went to this particular restaurant, and as I walked into the restaurant, I saw many of my colleagues from different countries. They were sitting down there drinking beer. As soon as I came in, they all started hiding their drinks. So I went over to the guy, one of the guys in my office, a Danish guy, a guy from Denmark. I said to him, Jürgen, why are you hiding your whiskey? He said, you know, you are the priest. I said, you are the priest. He said, we mustn't be drinking where the priest is. It occurred to me immediately that there's no way I can be drinking here. How does the priest drink? And it was very clear to me that without a doubt, God was saying to me that yes, all things may be lawful, but not all things are expedient. All things may be lawful, but not all things edify. It was quite clear to me from that moment. And from that day, I have not touched alcohol. That's a long time ago.
You see, I was never a fan of this man when he was vice president. Maybe because I was not really, or I didn't really like the party APC. Yeah, because I felt they were not leading the country into the right direction. But recently, I'm beginning to like the man, just because he's now speaking in public places, and we are beginning to see his strength and his weaknesses, his vulnerabilities. So leaders should also learn to show their vulnerabilities. Let them teach their members to know that they are not the ultimate warrior, that they depend on Christ. When members see these vulnerabilities, it makes them to not give up, to say, if my leader can also face this and pass through this, it means I myself can also pass through this thing. But when you begin to show you are too strong, the people might say, oh, this kind of level is for our leader, it's not for us. We don't have the capacity. But when the vulnerabilities are seen, they know that we also have the capacity. Our leader has also been in this situation, and he got out of it and he grew. into what he has become today. So that's that. But the lesson I really want us to learn in this video is, do not hide your convictions. Do not hide who you truly are. If you have accepted Christ into your life and you are born again, don't be shy to let people know who you are or what you stand for. In the long run, it's going to help you a great deal, because there are certain things you want to do and you think like, if I do this thing, what will people say about me? People will criticize me. I'm a follower of Christ. People will say, look at him. They will criticize you. So because of that criticism, and for you not to bring shame to the glory of God, you will see yourself. It acts like check and balance to you. So as much as possible, let people know what you stand for. Someone said, if you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. If there is nothing you are standing for, you will fall for anything. But if you are standing for something, it makes you, it enhances your conviction. So as much as possible, let people know what you stand for. And as much as possible, do not bring shame to the name of the Lord. Do not bring shame to the glory of the Lord. I am your friend, Elder Ogo. I sing, speak, and teach the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Bye for now.